there is more than just cyber thingies from the supposed internationals of multiverse, when that was not just multiverse, that was actual international. But you have to go through cyberspace, not the Museum of NASA, can always elaborate how this occurred and how this happened to a school of fish. For an example, we're not dealing with just welding robots of the artificial intelligence or a cyber bully. We're dealing with the CIA making sure we put ourselves in college instead of us complaining that we ain't putting our own kids in college, no matter if they're adopted, babysitter club or not, for whatever the reason may be. And we can't reason with a whole bunch of people when we have a whole bunch of communities behind us trying to get on the next bus just to get to work the next day, and everything's closing down and we never know why. And that's before we get to work or the night before. And no one's going to let anyone know in advance that we can't get to work, and when we do, it's closed down. We never know why until it's too late. Now, if you want to speak English, you can go to the Bible and translate another baby Jesus. But God forbid anything else to happen, because that's not just intergalactical of the Galacticans. This is stuff coming out of cyberspace. Now, I was told, aside from a fossil, that a illegal alien under my constitution protects me and my Americans. This is not just families. This is not just co-workers. This is not just college mates. This is not just housemates. This is not just the homeless or the outreach that go out there making a change for themselves, their work, their jobs, their economy, or their fossil. Now, when you go back to the Bible, Jesus, no matter, despite the fact that it will say of biblical language arts and its language arts specialist, that is the only English there is. And that's at church. Now, why is that a free invite? It don't feel right to know that. But yet they're always doing the soup kitchen at the outreach and homeless. And they're the first ones to tell you, science will destroy you if you let someone else bring you down during these struggles. And it's kind of difficult to get from A to Z, and that's a lot of sleep you're going to need. Unless it puts you in a coma. And you're a walking concussion. Or a walking paradox. Not just from a CIA bully. These are any type, shape, way, or form right now. Over a fossil? A motivating a fossil? And you got to dig deep to read that Bible, don't you? Because I know I do too. Why would someone invite you to a short prefaces that por favor as a cult over the cyber thingies? And that's a short prefaces of phrase. And a culture is a cult. And that's a fossil too. Now, all of the Bible said it was international, but they speak English. That's the first thing anyone's got to know to begin with. But yet there's a bunch of illegal aliens using science to attack our multiverse and our galaxy because of an airplane existed. Throughout time and space, there'll always be a gap in between statistics because of what the CIA did. And they swear up and down at the confession stand, when they made a stand and a confession that they only did it to meet a celebrity. That's not a good excuse. But there's a whole bunch of cyber things. But people want to use the fact that it's not enough, it's not enough, it's not enough. But there's so much going on right now that's out of everyone else's control. And it's not just people, places, and things. And even though those have not changed, and it's not your circle of friends, it's not my circle of friends, everything is the same thing, day in and day out. The exact same people, places, things of the CIA bullies, due to the circumstance that they have not changed their way of life. Nothing else will. And you can't just better yourself because you're doing what you can from the get-go. But yet there's a lot of glamour from the puppet masters with head trauma. There's too many victims right now. Survival wasn't the option anywhere. To get to civilization is a 50-mile radius walk. This is supposed to be rated PG-13. And alerts. I think they might be a little feverish there. God forbid anything else to happen from a flu.